All right, we're back and we're at it once again. Hello, you moist people. Let's see what we got going on here. As always, while we're getting things going and we're still fresh, I'm going to go ahead and say congratulations on first to everybody that has shown up in the streams. AV, Fat Man, Robbie, good to see you guys. P-Wise, what is happening? The fourth circle of hell? I don't know. I've seen a couple of circles in my time. This might not be up there. I don't think it's quite that bad, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Gorek, how's things going? Thank you for being here to keep an eye on me. Make sure I don't get out of line. Now, I've noticed that had a few issues on Kick with follows. If anybody's been trying to follow, if you're out there and it hasn't worked, it should work now. Sometimes some accounts seems to be having an issue with doing it offline. But you could follow on that YouTube anytime, all the time. I've been trying to make it pop, baby. We've got shorts. We've got our first full-length YouTube video available today, fresh, hot off the presses, and we are live once again with another fantastic streameroonie. Don't sue me for using such vile language. All right, well, I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm ready to get things started. I figure I was wanting to put this playthrough up on YouTube anyway. So I thought to myself, you know what makes sense? Because it's a bit of a hassle. I mean, the size of VODs is insane. I hate it. I hate dealing with them. It takes forever for it to get prepped. It takes forever for it to download. And then when you're ready to edit them, you're working with like an 8 to 15 gig, and we're talking only like a 4 to 5 hour stream max. 8 to 15 gig file. Nah, I'm good. So we're doing it this way. I figured it's more smarter. I'll make like a compilation of the first two parts of my playthrough and put it up later. But for now, I'm sure people can put two and two together. P-Wise, we gotta get you a foldable phone. You need that extended coverage to be able to enjoy all of the stream with every small detail. Count every pore on my animated face. Divisive, welcome. I see that you finally have made it. And now for the follow. We got to make sure that it works. Got to make sure every time. Give me just a second. We're cracking open a nice ice cold G Fuel and grabbing some H2O. And then we're going to dive right into the action. In the meantime, enjoy these dulcet tones. All right, Divissimo, thank you for the follow. Feels weird to hear that again, huh? After all this time. Fat Man, I'm working on it, baby. Oh, and guys, I've got some good news. Now, this is going to be down the road, but I'm going to let you know right now. I was digging through some old hard drives of mine, and I've been looking for something, and I could not remember for the life of me where I kept it stored. Finally, I found it. The first anime fan dub I ever worked on. It's the only thing I was able to preserve. I used to have a couple of other things, but those are lost to time, sadly. But this is a full, complete thing. The first anime fan dub I ever worked on. I finally found it. So whenever we get to 1,000 peeps on YouTube, or close to it. I know it's going to take a while, but when we finally get there, I'm thinking about uploading it. What do you think? What do you think? No, P-Wise, you're not losing your mind. We're in 2 places at once, but don't worry. You can hang out in either one. It helps out the stream all around. And Ember, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Girthening the crew, as one will. That's what I'm talking about. But for anybody that is not familiar with my stream, if anybody's popping by or watching the VOD, I probably should have said this earlier. I'm sorry. We always chat a little bit before we get into things. I like to chat with my chat and not ignore them. Believe it or not, I'm not an asshole. Which on that note, Corvus, hey, I see you. But now that I've got that out of the way, let's get started. Where we last left off, Clive and Jill, and of course, the one, the only best boy, Torgal, were heading to the Phoenix Gate because Clive is trying to figure out what's really going on. Is he to blame? Who is the cloaked man? What's going on? I say, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah. I say, hey. What's going on? You know, I did that last time. That's backwards. All right. And away we go to the Phoenix Gate ruins. Give me some lore, baby.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it. Let's have a look around.
Buried memories. All right, Clive, you want to have a look around? Guys, you ready? All right, I think it checks out.
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Get it, boy!
All right, now we can start playing the game. I've done the most important thing that we could do.
What is it, Torgal?
He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
Chartreau, welcome into the Best Boy stream.
Where is he?
I demand Torgal fantasy. Wait. You know what? Never mind. Forget about that. The internet's gonna take that the wrong way. What's up, Rendezvous? Thanks for the love, man. Welcome in.
Damn it! He's like a bloody eel.
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Oh, sorry. You've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have. He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
Now, naturally, I really like Torgal a lot. I know that we all do. But so far in this game, Sid's really cool, but Clive is carrying this story. He's a very interesting protagonist. He seems sort of milquetoast, but he has, I can feel something. The voice actor really nails it, you know? That and he's badass.
Nevermore. Another gate.
I mean, it does help that he's good to look at, too.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Guys, I want to let you know how much I love you. I haven't played this at all, other than fighting a bunch of fucking spiders since the other day. So, we're doing this together.
Jill?
Oh good, more spiders.
What do we do?
The usual.
We won! What's up, Moose? Welcome in, man.
More trouble. That's enough.
can these things still function?
How can any of this? This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Man, I would really love to go somewhere that looks like this. Now, there's some amazing architecture out there in the world, but some deep underground magic like this, oh man, I'd be needing to change my shorts real quick. Also, I want to give a shout out real quick before we continue forward with the narrative. I want to thank everybody that has watched the YouTube stuff and given a like. I see you, Spider. You can wait. I'm letting my magic recharge, okay? But yeah, thanks for all the follows. Thanks for checking stuff out. Thanks for the support. Before we know it, we're going to be where we need to be, and I'll be able to upload that anime. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Imagine the scent. So this might sound weird, but looking at this place, I know that it's underground, but I imagine the smell of a very cold library.
Looks like it could take a beating.
Then let's give it one.
Two-step. Not this time.
Does any of this make sense to you?
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Uh-oh. It gave us a potion and a high potion. You guys already know what I'm thinking. It's about to go down.
What the hell are they?
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
That's enough.
All right, I knew that they were going to blow up. I was like, how long do we have? See, guys, it's a Final Fantasy game. Don't let anybody lie to you.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Now I know it's a video game, and you try not to think too hard about it, but I love stuff like that. You're in the middle of this massive underground dungeon, and there's a random chest laying around, so at some point, you know, 1,000, 2,000 years ago, somebody said, I'm gonna put a little money in here. They might need it. Hopefully inflation doesn't get too bad. Moose, sometimes you just gotta have a little bit of hope for the future. And guys, thank you for chilling out in both places. I do appreciate it a lot. In the year 2080, if we're still around,
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest. That's enough.
this.
I'm sure that's friendly, right? Okay.
Seems the feeling's mutual. Sicko toggle. Get him! My wounds more! My wounds more! You know what to do. Yeah, boy! Sicko toggle! Yeah, boy!
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long, it isn't. With me. Sicko toggle! There, boy! Get him! There! It's down!
This is our chance.
Sicko toggle! Get him, boy! You know what to do.
Dismantled? Ooh, the disrespect. Wesley, welcome in, my friend. Yeah, man, it's so gorgeous. I love it.
What are these creatures? And why do they keep attacking us?
Well, Jill, it turns out they don't like the smell of patchouli.
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
You know, I always do that. I'm like, hey, maybe I can jump here. The answer's usually no. He sounds very wet.
You know what to do, boy. Toggle! Get him, boy! Get him! Get him! Like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Ooh, I love secrets.
Look out! That's enough. Stay down. Lights.
Well, that did something.
What about Ryan Seacrest? You know, that would be a big surprise if he wound up being an enemy in the game. I'd be down with it.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
I wonder if dreams can come true. I'm going to take a wild guess they've never watched Indiana Jones.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Okay, Jill, you're the one that decided to come along for this. You don't gotta get an attitude, jeez.
seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it.
Dude, is that Sephiroth? Nah, too many wings.
How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
Freeze frame. He thought about it.
You're him.
Not.
The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
Oh my god. It's Final Fantasy IV all over again. Cecil!
I'm back.
Back again. Guess who's back?
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop! I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you.
Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Undersigned, welcome in. Glad that you're here.
Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
And that stomp attack was really weird timing. Didn't quite get a grasp of it, but we did it. And now for phase 2. I got you, Gulpy.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears. It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all. Show yourself, Ifrit. The truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Sure, you can. I was hoping for an explosion as he looks away, because you know, cool guys and all that. Once again, these big boss battles are so cool, man. I love pressing the hell out of the square button. It gets me real excited. Thank you, thank you. Unlimited power.
Nod.
Oh, an achievement for nutting.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine.
Alright, now we get to fight more spiders, right?
The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
He is dreamy. Mm.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am.
I'm Batman.
The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too.
So Jill's one of those ride or
Time
die
enough for
girls.
atonement.
I like
We're
it.
done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed,
I got
but I don't
thicker.
want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
So does Torgal get a treat? Come on.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Confound it. Language, please.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Man, I bet it is humid in that room. Yeah, you should probably talk to that yelling neighbor. A little follow for follow action.
Benedicta.
Benedict to who? I mean, you do seem like an ass. Oh no. The answer is 42. Clive has gained control of the icon Ifrit, allowing access to new iconic abilities, such as Ignition, a fiery lunge that drives back enemies while dealing continuous damage, as well as unlocking the Limit Break. Oh, Limit Break? You mean to tell me that this is inspired by Final Fantasy? Huh. I had a feeling. Slots for Ifrit's abilities are shared with those for the Phoenix and can be confirmed via the Abilities tab in the main menu. The limit break gauge is located beneath Clive's HP bar. Release Clive's inner beast and semi-prime into Ifrit by pressing L3 and R3. You know what? I'm going to leave it alone. When this gauge is full, the gauge fills in battle both by taking damage as well as by successfully performing offensive and defensive maneuvers. Semi-priming with enough lube temporarily grants increased attack potency and speed, gradual HP regeneration, and guard-breaking strikes. Well, that sounds pretty OP.
We returned to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal,
Hello.
what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
What happened here?
Like he was poking him with a stick. Eh. All right, let's see what we got here. Limit break, L3 and R3. Limit break gauge is filled under semi-prime. Prove battle performance, short period of time. Ooh, summon a storm of fireballs that circle around Clive, damaging nearby targets, also absorbing damage. That seems cool. Attack while charging, inflicting multiple hits and forcing the enemy back. Can be used mid-air. Ooh, mid-air. Okay. Oh, we're in combat. All right, fine, game. I'll come back to it.
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
It's over.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs? They were innocent people!
That's enough. Put them all to the sword! A little help! Stay down!
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command!
I always forget about that.
My mother ordered this. Why?
Clive,
I know. You can wait.
My wounds, boy! There, boy!
Sick of Torgal! Get him, boy! A little help! Torgal! My wounds, boy! Get him! Torgal! Get him, boy!
My wounds, boy!
Sick of Torgal! Torgal!
Wanted to give him a hot finish. Have you tried turning your tip off and on again? Ooh, that sounds like that could possibly be painful.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah.
She's fine.
You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive!
It's bro time.
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh?
We knew East Pole was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
I was born ready. I just didn't know it until like 15 minutes ago.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Cook has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
That emoji placement was 10 out of 10. Alright, let's see if the people are alright. I'm gonna take a guess, it's probably not going too good. But can we lefting a wrong?
Then, we have a lot to discuss.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
What if we decide to run through the door?
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, Most but march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer.
Aww.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
I like her cute little upturned nose. That's all. I don't have any other notes.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
Yeah, that's usually where the fertile land is. Heyo.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that... I don't think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without?
Give them walls.
Instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
He's got a little smidgen of David Bowie to him.
Uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
Sid's dagger is bigger. Haha.
But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
What a meta joke.
There's work enough here for 100, and not nearly enough able bodies to see it all done. The Hideaway is lucky to have you and Jill.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick break.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Have you come for a tale? Or perhaps... Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. What subject shall we consider today?
Take a seat,
Make it quick. So, what'll it be?
No, I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm holding on to my goods. That is a nice upgrade.
And?
But I have played many RPGs and I'm a hoarder, damn it.
Wanted to send a message.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Very tempting.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements.
Alright, we're going to do one quest at a time before we move forward to the next actual part of the story. So I'm going to take a quick little break, stretch out and everything before we continue, and grab a little more H2O. So guys, thank you for the follows, thank you for hanging out in the chats, thank you for being here, as always, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Excitement is building at 43% off, now at the New Valley. We have big plans for your body.
The seance is soon to begin. Everybody is gathered around the table, but there's one empty place. This is your chair. we'd like you to come and join us. Just call this number and be a part of the group. Isn't there somebody you'd like to talk to from your past? Call now and join Madame Ava's phone seance. Just $1.95 per minute for entertainment only. Under 18 get permission. There's a place at the table for you. Call now and speak to the past.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hey, how are you? Sorry that I'm not at home. But when I get the message on my telephone, you'll be the first one on my list.
Crazy Calls, a tape of 7 different songs and funny recordings for answering machines.
I am very sorry that I'm not at home to take your call.
Only $14.95.
When I will get right back to you. Leave your message at the toe.
Give someone the gift of gab for their answering machine.
Calling a friend. What you've actually done is bought a one-way ticket to the answering machine zone.
Nobody's home. Nobody's home. I'm glad you called, but I'm not home. But I'll be back before too long. You gotta
Crazy Calls, a tape of 7 different songs and funny recordings for only $14.95.
wait for the beat. You gotta leave your name. You gotta leave your number.
To order,
Wait for the beat.
Call 1-800-351-5200. Call 1-800-351-5200.
GLH means great-looking hair. Just spray GLH on and it instantly covers your bald spot, leaving you with great-looking hair. And ladies with thinning hair or bald spot, GLH solves the problem instantly. GLH is not a paint or a cover-up. It's an amazing powder that clings to the tiniest hairs on your head. It actually builds on itself, leaving you with great-looking hair. And the GLH hair system is not expensive.
Wow, that's incredible. This is the first time I've ever used this product. I saw it on the infomercials, and I was skeptical at first, but it works.
I'll tell you what, I can't believe it. You know, I've seen the commercial, and I just couldn't believe it. And it really looks great. My wife's got herself a new guy now, and I'll tell you, I'm really impressed.
That's incredible. I've been getting harassing for being bald. I'm only a young man. No more dates without being called old man, but the babes are back.
I would definitely, as a matter of fact, I want to order 1 year's supply of this.
The babes are back, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Gulping, glad it's working for you. I know that sometimes the chat, especially if you're using the app, it can mess up a little bit. So hopefully that gets fixed soon, but thanks for being here. I got your message. And you're usually one to trust when it comes to encyclopedic knowledge and research. So, you're saying that I should go for it and get that nice flame sword? I will trust you. For once, I will use my items. But first, let's try to find this guy's stuff so that he doesn't get his butt kicked by Sid. We are on the way. Let's get started.
He's never listening. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
He's at the quick mark.
Young man, I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Yeah, you're gonna owe me, old man. Guess how I get the upgrade mats? Oh, materials. If you tell me that I have to battle spiders... Fine.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies.
Guys, we finally made it. We are gaming. We're picking up lost sacks. Finally. This is what I've been waiting on, honestly.
I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon you?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
That is a sad looking dog. Poor thing.
Seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
Oh man, come on, Clive. Give him a treat. He didn't even try to bite you. Torgal, don't judge me, okay? The game wouldn't let me do it. I'm sorry.
But what'll we do for supper?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter. Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Let's see, Gorek. We had Blue Bomber just last night, was it? What about a little of the old hype sauce?
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
One for me.
Sun's setting.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
It is said that one's own limits are made to be broken, but that doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such improbable feats are not only possible, but readily within reach, this tonic being one of them. Gradually fills the limit break gauge for 30 seconds. You know what? I'll take them.
I trust it's all here.
Could be useful.
Fighting the good fight.
Sparkling watermelon juice, that sounds delicious. What brand? Trader Joe's? Oh, well then I'm sure it's delicious. Almost everything I've ever purchased from there has been amazing. I love shopping at Trader Joe's.
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but...
That means that Skeletor is nearby.
insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Stay down!
I just want to say, whoever left that cart sitting there in the way, you're not a very nice person. A bone necklace. Well, I know that we love good bone. What is that? Very little rhyme and even less reason went into the creation of this ghastly neck ornament. The bone strung along its crude twine, most likely belonging to those unfortunate enough to meet its maker. Oh, it's just another crafting material? Here I was thinking we were going to be fashionable.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the South Gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Good morning, Avid. Welcome in. Good to see you, bud. How are you doing, my friend? We're questing.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Whee!
Maybe I should just own up to what.
Alright, you loser. Here's your stuff.
I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
It's got a little dog slobber on it, don't worry. Thank you, Avid. We're going to do our best.
More skulking about in the shadows.
Love the profile picture, by the way. I'll make sure to tell him that Large Marge sent you. It also makes me think about UHF. When he returns to his home planet, good stuff.
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keep Sid sane while she's away.
He never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Wanted to send a message.
Clive, was it?
Make it quick. Not saying Fordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
Ooh, man, look at that sword. It matches our outfit so well. It's pretty sick looking. I dig it. Now, of course, we're living in the modern age. One would always expect for your equipment to get upgraded and for you to see it in the game. But even today, even with all these technological advances, it always makes me happy. One of my favorite things in any type of RPG, even action games, whatever, getting to see the new sword, new axe, new armor, whatever it is you get, always puts a smile on my face.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto.
I love boba.
All right.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but...
Is that a good thing?
Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman.
Oh, all right.
Don't go blinding her with your
Hey,
job.
speaking of all right, Pug Dog, what's up, homie? Good to see you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pug Dog, we're in this together, homie. Thanks for the support and the follow. You have brought us another step closer to victory. Alliant reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gaunt at the Alliant report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports compiled by the Curse Breakers contain information on quests currently available across Valisea.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you?
I mean, kinda. Newish.
At your service. Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Curse Breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
Bird.
You could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Me?
Aha, reading. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody and threw me out onto the streets to die, it was Otto who found me and took me in.
The way I see it.
I owe him, and so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
So, what'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no surer way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny.
Anything catch your eye?
Use Gaunt's Alliant reports to not only find new quests around Valisea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. Oh, that makes it a little bit easier. Oh, man. Well, might as well just get it over with. Quests. Filling up time. Yay. Pug Dog, you showed up for some excitement.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quintin a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. I can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Phew, that was a long travel.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Gonna grab a bowl of the old glop. It's not very delicious, but it is filling. And maybe this time they will not have put their feet in it.
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade? Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Wow, what a cool magic trick. He made it disappear the moment he touched it. Clive, you are full of surprises.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Oh boy, another bug for my collection.
What happens to us now, brother?
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Well, she wasn't kidding, but I can do this.
You like that, don't you?
Fetch.
It's been far too long. Gotta love the pupper. Wex, my friend, good evening, good morning, and hello.
Oh, Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
Better save that crop for a good whipping.
I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the Hanged Man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
And we're off on another thrilling adventure. Wouldn't you say so, Jill? Aren't you excited to do things? All right, good talk. Go team. At least I've got you, Torgal. At least I've got you. Wex, how are things going for you, bud? And thank you for being here. All right, let's see here. There's got to be a quicker way. There is. Behold, to the obelisk.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy! Stay down! That's enough! Over here. Get him, boy! That's enough! You lose! There, boy! You're finished!
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinton's man know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm trying to figure out the truth about my brother's death. I need to figure out how I'm a chosen one and became a dominant. The world could very well end if too much energy goes to the mother crystals. There's a whole lot going on, but I feel like taking care of those pests was probably of equal importance. Yeah, I'd say it's about the same, really.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
I am tired of hearing her ask that question. Shut up, you old bag.
those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
All right, we're going to take care of this quest, and hopefully that'll be the last one before we move on to the next part of the story.
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
I appreciate that they're quick, and I appreciate that everything that you have to do is easily labeled. Because, you know, I've talked about this before on stream. Yeah, I get it. Open world stuff is very popular, and you can have 50 things going on at the same time, and a whole lot of traveling and getting resources, etc. Sometimes you don't want to do all of that bullshit. Sometimes you want to play a game that's very linear, and I deeply appreciate that we've got a modern game with great graphics, good gameplay that is linear. I don't have to worry about traveling for 3 hours to wind up getting a couple of scraps of gold and a dong feather. Although we do need to collect all those dong feathers, that is true.
I hear the levies are due to go up again. Bound to help us.
I wish that you could give Jill scratches and give her a treat. Oh well. When it comes out on PC eventually, I'm sure that modders will figure that out.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Huh? Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
There is something so satisfying about someone talk shit to you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass, and then you just do that. It doesn't get old. I love it. And don't worry, everybody's fine. Except for those guys, everybody's fine.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for an
Is that a euphemism for something, young lady?
You best be going.
I'm not complaining.
Or I arm you with a mop.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, anything else going on? Oh, and I didn't even realize until I was playing the other day that you can do this with the map. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it looks nice. I really do like how this map looks. I understand the frustration that people have about how everything's quick travel. My only issue with it is that if you're wanting to do any grinding or anything, you're just going to be like, all right, I know what enemies are here. And then you kill them, and then you have to reload the area. There's none of, you know, the classic spin around in a circle to keep battling the same thing. Ah, the old days. Maybe in Final Fantasy 17, they'll get that down pat. All right, we're about to move on to the next part. So I'm going to hit the old save and do a little stretch, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So don't go too far away. And thanks again for the follows. And if you're watching the stream on YouTube, or if you go back and watch the VOD later, make sure to hit a like. Every like, every view helps out in the grand scheme of things. And once again, thank you very much to everyone for the follows on Kick as well. One more for good luck. All right. Be right back.
Older because I can do what I want whenever I want.
Movies are cheaper.
My husband is all mine. No more competition from the job.
My kids treasure me lately. No more deadlines to meet.
Oh, I walk briskly along feeling young and happy. And suddenly I see my reflection in a store window, and I stop and I look and stare. And I think, who is that old lady staring at me?
I find in retrospect that I spent a lot of time doing meaningless things for people I didn't really like, for organizations I didn't really believe in.
I can't get pregnant anymore.
Bubblicious. It's the ultimate bubble. Bubblicious. It's the ultimate bubble. Soft and juicy. It's the ultimate bubble. So delicious. It's the ultimate bubble.
Available in regular or new wild strawberry.
Bubblicious. The ultimate bubble. Bubblicious.
I bathe in my own urine every day. Whatever I've collected, because I always have these jars going, I just throw in my bath water.
Joe, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Glad to have you. All right, girthening the numbers once again. Well, just in time. Let us move forward with the narrative, shall we? What's up, Gav, you beautiful bastard?
Well, someone's in a hurry. Just following orders. Funny, I never took you for the type. Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Hey, what's up, Cracky? Welcome in, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Thanks, Cracky. We're getting close, man. I don't think it'll be too much longer. We'll get there. I appreciate the support and the help with it. You've been on here a little bit longer. Question. What are the perks other than what the streamer themselves gets? Is there anything for the viewer? That's been the question that people have been asking. Other than that, just dropped my first YouTube video today. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure to. Thank you. Now, he said he would see us in a few days. I have a feeling it's going to be quicker than that. All right, I just figured I'd ask. Thank you.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up?
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I imagine with the way that it's set up right now, it's a little bit better than dealing with fees and transaction stuff and all of that. So just another way to show love. So I get it. And they give you a healthy amount of emotes right off the bat. Oh, Cracky, look. It's my favorite enemy. We've been fighting the hell out of these bad boys. It's spider time.
That's enough.
No, I'm no fool. I wasn't born yesterday. Close to it, though. I imagine down the road that split's gonna change. And I get it. It makes sense. But, for the time being, it's a good way to build some goodwill. We'll just have to see how it plays out.
Northreach. It's over.
It's the classic Final Fantasy enemy, the antelope. I was wondering if they were going to be in this game. I was really relieved to see that they were going to keep that. I mean, ever since Final Fantasy, what, 3, the antelope has been in every game. So cool.
Mistakes. That's enough. We're finished. Let's make this quick.
Now, all jokes aside, I don't know how far into the game it's going to happen, but I am very, very much looking forward to a Tonberry battle, especially with how this gameplay is. I think it's going to be pretty crazy. I've seen how it operates in 7 Remake, so I imagine it won't be too dissimilar, but it'll still be fun.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Welcome, good. Bagger off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
You know, I understand the narrative that they're trying to push with how the branded are looked down upon. I don't know, man. Look at this guy. Look at this sword, and you know that he is an adept magic user. So maybe, tone it down a little bit, Shrimpy.
Oh, and a chine of like a plum for the apple of your eye.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a branded's touch.
With reds,
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
berries, murrays.
Not another step, Branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Spices from the faraway deserts of Dalmekia.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
A moment, my lady.
Nice framing on that shot there.
I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway.
Oh, damn, that's harsh.
You could please me, Clive.
Can we turn the horny levels up a little bit? Just a little bit more.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You
Clientele. Really?
Otto
Ooh,
assured me
fucking
I can
fancy.
trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless you want to be.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Meanwhile, Jill somewhere in the background looking real upset.
You say these are all from down next?
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
You just wait until you fall asleep, buddy.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Yo, what's up, Bing Bing? Welcome back, man. How are you doing? Yeah, I've been doing a playthrough of this, so it's been a couple of days since I touched on it, so it was time for me to keep it rolling. Hope you're having a good evening. Hope your week's been treating you well thus far.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Why, thank you.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Now that's a fancy place to get your nut on.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now,
But I want them to look.
I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
Oh my.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison.
Seems like a perfect time for me to mention that we're sitting at a healthy 69 on YouTube. So I just wanted to say, nice. Now that'll change soon, I'm sure, but let's all relish in this moment.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of it.
Excuse me, you there? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go